Hey, what's up, y'all? For us coaster dorks on the east coast of the United States, the warmer late April temperatures mean it's time to head back to the parks. Luckily for me, I was invited to attend Knoebels opening day for some food, fun, and coasters, and who could pass that up? So I grabbed my reluctant coaster riding partner Randy, and off we went to Pennsylvania. So first up, Dick Knoebel and the park staff are always really wonderful hosts, so thanks to them for organizing this event. For a very reasonable price, we got a nice lunch, ride all day admission, and evening ERT on the Phoenix and the Flying Turns. As I've said many times before, this is one of my favorite parks. I love the laid-back, sort of homey atmosphere, the really friendly staff members, the fact that you can tell that everyone is doing their best to ensure you're really having a great time. It's really unparalleled, and so kudos to Knoebels as always. Anyway, first up was the Flying Turns. Although I do wish this ride was a little longer and bigger, it's still pretty amazing for its size. I've been on the Mac and Intamin versions of this trackless concept, and unlike them, the compact radius of the turns on this ride really gives an out-of-control feeling. It's just one quick directional change after another. And it's pretty crazy how precise the staff has to be with weight distribution, so much so that they even have the scales set up in line to adjust rider position with the heaviest group in the lead. So it may have taken a long time and a lot of tinkering to get the Flying Turns up and running, but it was worth it. So after wandering around for a bit, we took our first quick ride on the Phoenix and then headed over to Black Diamond and the Haunted House. And these dark rides are another area where Knoebels just excels. We came out of both of them just smiling and happy. We really had a good time. On the way over to the park provided picnic, I was ready to give Impulse another go. But I've only been able to ride this twice since it opened. The first two times I visited the park, it was closed for the day, and the last two times the line was prohibitively long, so I've only ridden it twice. This time, unfortunately, was no exception. I did not ride it because it was down to, if you can believe it, one train operation. I guess they were just having some trouble. It was the opening day, so what are you going to do? But no way I'm waiting in that line, so it was another pass. Next up, Twister. Those of you who watched my review of Twister a few months ago know that I consider the ride to be underappreciated. I can understand that sentiment though, since I didn't appreciate it for a long time myself. But this thing was running great on opening day. The first few high turns had lats every which direction. The helix was crushing, but a lot of fun, and there was even mild air throughout. I'm telling you, the more I ride this, the more I like it, and this in fact became Randy's favorite coaster in the park. He thought it was better than the Phoenix. But speaking of, finally it was time for the park to close and for our exclusive ride time on the Belle of the Ball, which is of course the Phoenix. What can I say about this ride that hasn't already been said? It's got airtime everywhere, it's got fast turns, it's got a great layout that just gets better and better as it goes along. There's a stellar crew operating this thing who just hustle to get the trains out as quickly as possible, and in fact, they put a second train on in a record amount of time, I think. So it's got swing down lap bars. Basically, rides like the Phoenix are why so many of us became coaster enthusiasts in the first place. It's just so much fun. It's just something like I always do at the end of the day. I just keep getting off and keep getting right back on, just running down the platform and running back up, or staying in the station if there's nobody waiting for my seat. So just a great ride. I really love it. So that was my day at Knoebels. As you can probably guess, we had a great time. If you've not been to the park, you seriously need to check it out. It's just an old school amusement park. They take care of it well. They maintain everything. It's great. But otherwise, that's going to be it for this review. I will talk to you next time. Take care and enjoy the ride.